Hi everybody, welcome to Sing Along with Sharon. So thank you for joining me. Great to have you here and to have you watching and joining in. So we are going to continue our water theme, but we've got some extra things as well. But we're just going to start with a game. So I've done this before. It's do as I say, not as I do. All right. So first of all, we'll just practice the do as I say. So can you touch your shoulders? Touch your elbows, touch your nose, touch your ears, touch your head, touch your hips, touch your shoulders, and that's it. Okay, so that's easy. All right, so this time, you've got to keep doing as I say. You've got to keep following the instructions, but I'm going to try and put you off. I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to do it wrong, but you've got to do it right. So if I say touch your head, you've got to touch your head, but I might get it wrong and touch my nose, okay? So touch your head, you should still be touching your head, okay? So we'll try it. So you've got to concentrate, you still got to look at me, otherwise that's cheating. Follow what the words say, so follow your ears, not your eyes. Okay, touch your head. Touch your shoulders. Are they your shoulders? Good. Touch your knees. Everyone touching their knees? Apart from me. Touch your nose. Has everyone got their nose? Not their head, their nose. Touch your elbows. Everyone got your elbows? Okay, I'm going to try and go faster. Touch your knees. Touch your head. You got your head? Touch your elbows. Have you got your elbows? Touch your knees. Everyone got knees? Touch your ears. Everyone got ears? And touch your head. All right, very good. So that's about listening really carefully, which is very good, which is what you need to do in music. You need to listen carefully because lots of things can be going on at the same time. All right, so we're continuing our It's Save Water Week, but it is also International Fairtrade Day. So you might have seen the symbol before for Fairtrade. So we're going to also do a song to celebrate Fairtrade today as well. But first of all, we are just going to learn some different moves with our bodies to warm us up, but also we're going to use it later as well. So first of all, can you rub your hands together? Great. Can you then start clicking randomly? If you can't click, you can also go. You can click with your mouth. So click all over, click here, up, down, all around. And then, could you start tapping your hands? And then could you start patting your legs? So you get a good sound from patting your legs. And at the same time as patting your legs, I'll count you down and I want you to jump once and try and make a big bang on the floor when you land. Okay, 3, 2, 1, jump! So I've got my socks and a bit of carpet underneath me, so I don't make very much sound, but you guys might be able to make more sound than me. 3, 2, 1, jump! Remember to keep patting your legs. One more time, 3, 2, 1, jump! Okay, and go back to just gently patting your hand like that. So with your fingers spread so it's a little quieter, and then clicking. Remember, you can do it with your mouth. And then back to this. Okay, so I will explain that a little bit later. But then thinking about posture, remember on a posture where we're standing up nice and tall, we've got so just roll your shoulders a couple of times. One time, some forward, some back. Pull them backwards, roll them forwards, pull them backwards, and up and down. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep our shoulders. So we've got a long line across your chest, out to your shoulders. So you're not slouching. You're standing nice and proud. And we've got a long spine and a long neck. And I want your chin. Give me a little nod. And give me a shake of the head. Okay, nod again. And just let your chin settle so it's just level or a little bit down. So can you give me a mm-hmm? Mm-hmm. Really slide it. Mm-hmm. And then give me a mm-mm-mm. Again. Mm-mm-mm. Go mm. Mm. And again. Mm. So remember, we are using our tummy muscles to help get our breath going in order for our voices to get up higher than they normally might. Mm. So it's a bit like a whizzer. You know, one of those I can't remember what they look like, but one of those kind of buzzer things. Okay, so you're going to squeeze your tummy muscles. You can imagine like really doing some pull-ups or lifting some heavy shopping or heavy bags or heavy weights, anything like that. So when we go, I want you to really squeeze those tummy muscles when you do that. Ready? And now you might have seen my eyebrows go up when I get to that high bit, but I don't want to let my chin go up. Okay? I don't want to do I want my chin to stay where it is. Okay? So can we go one more time, keeping your chin where it is? You can use your eyebrows if you want. Great. Can you stick your tongue out and go blah? That's it. Really stick it out. Blah. And again. There we go. All right. So we are going to start with our water theme. So today's water element is rain. So we're going to think about rain. Obviously, rain is generally is a good thing, but it depends. If you get like in the UK and in Ireland, you get a lot of rain. Particularly, I grew up in Northern Ireland and we got a lot of rain. Yeah, you don't necessarily think it's a good thing, but for the plants and for things that grow, it is generally, as long as it's not too much at once, it's generally a good thing. And a song that we've got coming up in a little bit called Iyana, which is a South African word. In Africa, they definitely think rain is a very lucky thing. And in lots of hot countries, that is the case. All right, but first of all, we're going to do a little round called, well, I just call it the rain round, okay? And I've made this up, and it's just very simple. So it's a very simple one. You've got rain cloud first, and it just goes like this. Rain cloud, just like that. That's all it is. Ready? Rain cloud, and then you've got drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop. Okay, you have to have your teeth and your lips a little bit ready for that. Drip, drop, drip, drop. Okay, so work your mouth and your lips. Ready? And drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop. Right? And then we have pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. And you know when we were doing that thing where I was telling you to use your tummy muscles for the you might want to do the same thing for the first pit. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Just to help your voice get up there. So try that. Ready? And pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Oh, and then this splash. I've written it like that. Obviously, the keen-eyed amongst you would think that's not how you spell splash. I've done extra A's because I want to hold that ah on for a little longer. So it just goes splash, splash. So you've got that ah, splash, splash. that's why I've written those extra A's in. But well done for spotting that if you were reading that and thinking that's not spelt correctly. That's why I did it. So I'll sing from the beginning, and obviously it happens twice, so if you forget how it goes the first time, you can sing the second line. Ready? And rain cloud, drip drop, drip drop, drip drop, drip drop, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, splash, splash. Back to the beginning. Rain cloud, drip drop, drip drop, drip drop, drip drop, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, splash, splash. Now, I want us to try two things. I want us to try different body percussion things for each of those lines. So I think for drip, drop, I'm going to use clicks. Drip, drop, drip, drop. For pitter patter, I'm going to use my legs. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Okay. For splash, I'm going to do a splash, splash. So maybe we'll have rain cloud for that. Okay. So you've got rain cloud here, then drip, drop, then pitter patter, and then splash, splash. And if you use that, if you extend your arms, because the splash is really lasting a long time. So we'll do that first, just with the body percussion as well. We'll sing and do the body percussion. Ready? And rain cloud, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, splash, splash. And again, rain cloud, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, splash, splash. Cool. So part of the reason for doing that is one reason I wrote this song is that I wanted to demonstrate the different lengths of beats in music. So this is not all the different lengths of beats, but some of them. So rain cloud, each word is worth 2 beats. So our beats are d, 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 d. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rain cloud. So that's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. So each of those are worth 2 beats. Drip, drop, drip, drop. They're 1 beat each. Drip, drop, drip, drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pitter patter. Each syllable of that, pitter patter. So they're twice the speed as well. So they are half beats. Pitter patter, pitter patter. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we've got the splash. So let me see if you can figure out how long the splash is for. So you've got your drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then splash, splash. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Splash, splash. So do you know how long a splash lasts for? You can say, if you've got someone else with you, just tell them how many beats you think it lasts for, and then I'll tell you. If you said 4, you were right. So splash, 2, 3, 4. Splash, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we've got they're all different lengths. And so that was one of the things. And in music, you have special names. So in music, the ones that are worth 2 beats are called minims. And so some of you, if you're doing music in secondary schools, you might have learned some of these names, or even in primary. Drip, drop, the 1 beats are crotchets. The half beats are quavers, not the crisps. Quavers. And then the splash That's a whole semi-brief. I just had a panic there. Okay, so let's try. We're going to try with my little recording, as we normally do when we do rounds. So we're going to sing it once together, and then we're going to try and split up and do it second. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Rain cloud, drip drop, drip drop, drip drop, drip drop. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, splash, splash. So we'll go second. Rain cloud, rain. Here we go. Cloud, rain cloud, rain cloud, pitter patter, 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 splash, Great. There you go. So you can use that for lots of different things, celebrating the rain, but also as a round, but also an on body percussion, and also maybe to learn a little bit about music, the different durations of music notes. Cool. And so thanks to James Riley, who's pointed that out about how you can use it with lots of different people, including people with learning disabilities, etc. I'm very glad to have you with us, James, from South London. Amazing. So our next one is the song I mentioned, and it's called Iyana. Iyana. So that is a Xhosa word, and we have done Xhosa songs before, and I talked about the clicks in the language. We don't have any clicks in this one. It's all in English, but it was inspired by a visit to South Africa when I was working with some musicians there. And myself and a colleague, Bex Mather, who I've mentioned before because we've done one of her songs, we wrote this song while we were out there called Iyana. And Iyana means the rain has come in Xhosa. At least that's what I remember. So it was written with memories of our trip to South Africa, thinking of how lucky we were and rain's coming and how that's celebrated in Africa and any hot countries. And also another colleague and friend, Claire Tustin, you should check her out as well. I will put website details, etc. In the comments below. She's another great vocal leader and songwriter. She was using the songs in one of a show that she does for primary school children, and so she wrote the words to be slightly more about spring. So we're going to use her spring words. Okay, so let me get the lyrics up for you. So we've got some little, what we call riffs, which are little repeated bits. So if in doubt, you can sing these little repeated bits pretty much all the way through the song if you want. So it just goes, use the title of the song. So it goes, Iyana, the rain has come, Iyana, the rain has come, Iyana, the rain has come. So try that with me. Iyana, the rain has come, Iyana, the rain has come. You can also do, Iyana, the rain has come, Iyana, the rain has come, Iyana, the rain has come. So those fit together, and you'll hear in the recording that's what it does. But here's the melody. Now the melody is actually for two groups. So you'll see I have got the words and then they're repeated, but I've put them in italics, which means they're slightly slanty. We're going to go first. So we're going to do the normal font, and the recording will do the slanty font. So we've got journeying through meadows and plains, giving thanks to April spring rains. Your spirit is so generous. The world in spring has utterly changed. I'll break that down for you. So listen carefully and then repeat. So we've got journeying through meadows and plains. Your turn. Journeying through meadows and plains. Then we've got giving thanks to April spring rains. Your turn. Giving thanks to April spring rains. So you'll notice those melodies are da 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 da, both the same tune. Then we go lower. Your spirit is so generous. Ready? Your spirit is so generous. Good. And then you go, the world in spring has utterly changed. And the world in spring has utterly changed. So we're down low. Utterly changed. So let's check we can do that with our voice. Utterly changed. And again, utterly changed. So it's a big jump. Okay, so that's, your voice is very flexible. It can do lots of things. It can go high, it can go low, and it can jump from high to low, as we've just done. So let's try all of that one more time from journeying. Ready? Up high. Journeying through meadows and plains, giving thanks to April spring rains. Your spirit is so generous. The world in spring is utterly changed. Great. So let me just indicate how the little echo is going to work. So we're not going to try and do the echo because we're just learning this, but on the recording an echo will happen. So I'll just warn you how it sounds like. So it's like, so we go journeying through meadows and then the echo goes journeying through meadows and giving thanks to April spring, giving thanks to April spring. So it kind of crosses over a little bit. Okay, so the echo starts before we've finished our line. But don't let that put you off. So then we have like a second verse, and you will notice that the first line is not ours. We swap to being the echo. Okay, so we've just done the world in spring has utterly changed. And when we sing changed, the other group are going underneath the sky, and we echo underneath the sky we belong. Now, because we're echoing, our second line needs to change slightly, just slightly at the end. So, underneath the sky we belong. That's all the same. Friends we meet so gentle and strong. So we just need to come up and gentle and strong. On strong, we need to come up instead of down. Sorry, both of them go up really, don't they? But it's not up as much. So underneath the sky we belong, gentle and strong. So belong, can you try that first? That's our first echo line. Belong, so it's up, da da, it's up, three notes. Then, and strong, so it's just the next note. And strong, try that again. And strong, then belong, and strong. So hopefully you can tell the difference. So we've got underneath the sky we belong. Friends we meet so gentle and strong. Then we can take the lead. Dare to try and to succeed. So that's the same tune as we did before. Spirit is so generous. Dare to try and to succeed. And then the other group does starting in the places we're from. Hopefully I haven't confused you too much, but you just follow me and I'll help you through it. So then we've talked about middle eights before. There's a middle eight, which is where it's a slightly different part of the song. So this bit goes, proudly taking care of our land, teaching all to understand, working hard so all will know, who can say how far we'll go. Okay, so there's two tricky bits, I guess, in this. Okay, so I'm challenging you here. Two tricky bits. The end of every line, you haven't got very long to breathe. So you have to keep land and understand and know all quite short so you can breathe. So we've got proudly taking care of our land. Okay, so see if you can do that and be really short at the end. Ready? And proudly taking care of our land. Good. See if you can do it with teaching all to understand. Ready? Teaching all to understand. Did you manage? Let's do it again. Teaching all to understand. Good. Let's try working hard so all will know. Ready? And working hard so all will know. And again, working hard so all will know. Great. Then, last one, we have a long note, which is the second hard bit. Who can say how far we'll go? So we're going all the way up. It's a long note. That's where you got to make sure that you breathe and that you're using your tummy muscles to make your voice keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, so let's try that last line again. Who can say? Ready? And who can say how far we'll go? That's the one. All right, let's try and put it together. Remember, land, understand, and know. Got to be really short so you can breathe straight after. Ready? And proudly taking care of our land, teaching all to understand, working hard so all will know. Who can say how far we'll go? Did you manage? Very good if you did. And then we're into the last verse. So it just goes, standing in the circle with you, with our voices we can sing true. We move our feet upon the ground. Together we create something new. And then at the end, you can go tip, tap, tip, tap, tip, tap, tip, tap, which is kind of the thinking of the rain on the windows and things like that, or tippy tappy tippy tappy tippy tappy tip, and it just kind of fades. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. We'll try it with the recording, and the thing that we did earlier. So again on the comments I'll put a link to a good video of a choir doing this. But choirs, so big groups of singers, you can make the sound of a rainstorm just with your body. Okay? And so those moves that we did at the beginning were some of the moves. So what you do, so it'll only work when we're all together again, when we're able to come out of lockdown and be in big groups again and be, in school in big groups or in choirs, etc. So it won't be for a while, but you can practice on your own first. So you start rubbing your hands together. In fact, let me come back up to see you properly. So what you do is you imagine there's loads of you, okay, all standing beside each other, all in a big group. And so you start from one end. So the leader, I'm the leader. You start a bit like a Mexican wave. So when it moves across and moves across. Okay, so the people over this side would start rubbing their hands together. And then gradually it would spread along, spread. I know spreading isn't normally a good thing in these times, but the sound would spread along. Sound spreading is fine. The sound would spread along till everybody was doing that. So imagine if there was 100 people all doing that. It would sound quite big. And then, so everybody's still doing that. And then individuals, people over this side, start just clicking randomly. Remember, you can do it with your voice as well. And so this is like the raindrops just starting, and then more and more people join in, more and more people clicking. And then when that started clicking, then I know we did kind of this as well. You can move into this, but I normally go straight into the leg patting. And so the leg patting happens, and that starts getting really loud. And it travels along and along and along. So now that everybody's doing this leg patting, it really sounds like it's really pouring down. And then remember, we did some jumping. So in the jumping, you'll see in the video that I sent a link to, if you go and watch that, or if you Google choir making rainstorm. Ideally, you've got hard shoes on and you're on a wooden floor, or even better, like staging. Because staging can make some quite loud sounds anyway. Staging. And so yeah, you can be on that, and then you split into groups and one half jumps and then another half jumps, and it kind of goes whilst you're doing this. So the rain's pouring and then suddenly it goes, especially if you've got really good shoes and good surface. Anyway, right, so I'm going to get back to the songs, otherwise we'll run out of time for our Fairtrade one, which we must do. So this one, Iyana, here we go. We'll just sing through now, but you'll hear the rainstorm at the very beginning, hopefully. So hear this going. And then you start to hear the clicking. There you go. See, it just sounds like the rain on the roof. And then you start patting your legs. There you go. And that's when the rain's really coming down. It's really pouring down. You definitely want to be inside. And then you get a bit of thunder. Ready to jump. Have a bit of jump. Very good. Do again. Not cutting. And then it comes. And then we start dying down a little bit. Starts dying down a bit. Going back. The rain has come, Iyana. 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 Journeying through meadows and meadows, giving thanks to April's spring rains. Your spirit is so generous. The world is spring has utterly changed. Underneath the sky we belong. Underneath the sky we belong. So gentle and strong. We meet so gentle and strong. Dare to try and to succeed. Starting in the places we're from. Remember those breaths? Short at the end. Proudly taking care of our land, teaching all to understand, working hard so all will know. Who can say how far we'll go? Standing in the circle with our voices we can sing. With our voices we can sing. We move our feet upon the ground. Together we create something new. The rain has come, Iyana. 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 Great. Okay, so I'm going to go slightly over, but that's okay. I'm just going to teach you this fair because it is International Fairtrade Day today, according to the internet. And so we're just going to quickly do our Fairtrade song so that we can get this going. So this is just called Fairtrade Song. It was written, I wrote it to a tune that I've done with you lots of times already. If you were here on Tuesday, we did I Like the Ocean. And so I wrote it for Sing Up because they did some projects based around, they got people to write a load of songs around different school trips. Okay, so this was written, I think, to do with the Eden project. Okay, so this is a Fairtrade song. And it's the round that is I Love the Flowers. So it's that tune, more or less, but with different words. So I'll take you very quickly through it and then we'll just have a go at singing it. So you've got I like bananas, I like to buy Fairtrade. I know the farmers will be fairly paid. Look for the symbol when you choose your food. Support the farmers of the world and do something good. So let me just teach you a line at a time very quickly. So you got I like bananas, I like to buy Fairtrade. So get your teeth around the words. I like to buy Fairtrade. Ready? And I like bananas, I like Fairtrade. Then you know. Then you've got I know the farmers will be fairly paid. Your turn, ready, and I know the farmers will be fairly paid. And then you're up again, big breath. Look for the symbol when you choose your food. Try that, ready, and look for the symbol when you choose your food. And then you've got to have your teeth ready for this one. Support the farmers of the world and do something good. Your turn. Support the farmers of the world and do something good. From the beginning. I like bananas. I like to buy Fairtrade. I know the farmers will be fairly paid. Look for the symbol when you choose your food. Support the farmers of the world and do something good. And then we've got my dad likes coffee. He likes to buy Fairtrade, and then the rest is pretty much the same. And we've got my mum likes, I've got coffee and it should be chocolate. It should be chocolate. Okay, so make sure you sing chocolate at this point. Sorry, that was me typing too fast. I don't like coffee at all. Right, so we'll go back to the beginning, we'll sing through it, and that should be chocolate. I hope I did it right in the recording. Right, we're going to sing along. You might recognise as well the backing. Fairtrade, here we go. I like bananas. I like to buy Fairtrade. I know the farmers will be fairly paid. Look for the symbol when you choose your food. Support the farmers of the world and do something good. My dad likes coffee. He likes to buy Fairtrade. He knows the farmers will be fairly paid. Look for the symbol when you choose your food. Support the farmers of the world and do something good. Remember, chocolate. My mom likes chocolate. She likes to buy Fairtrade. She knows the farmers will be fairly paid. Look for the symbol when you choose your food. Support the farmers of the world and do something good. Okay, so we squeezed that in. So thank you for waiting around till we finished that. So if you are going out to the shops and getting your shopping in, make sure you look for that Fairtrade chocolate and coffee and bananas amongst other things. Remember our symbol was, just there, Fairtrade. Look for that symbol, support the farmers with fair pay, etc. Remembering our theme of also saving water, so thinking about what you can do to save a little water today. I know some of you just don't want to wash, that will certainly save some water. And we are back tomorrow at 1:30, same time, same place. So I do hope you'll come back and join us again. And remember, it's Friends Friday, so I've got a special guest tomorrow as well. So just stay well, keep singing, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.